Hey everyone, welcome to today's live session. I'm super excited to be talking about something that can make a huge difference for your festive sales, and that's product photos. And yes, a picture is really worth 1,000 words, especially when it comes to selling handmade products during the festive season. Now, we all know how competitive it gets during the holidays, and the thing is, great product photos can help your listing stand out and ultimately boost all of your sales. So, today, what we're going to do is walk through why high quality photos are so important and give you some easy and actionable tips on how to improve your product shots for the holiday season. Shall we dive in? So, first things first, what actually makes a good product photo? There are a few key elements that we need to think about. First of all, you need to think about lighting. You want to make sure your products are well lit. Natural light is your best friend. Avoid harsh shadows and dark spots and try shooting near a window or outside on a bright but overcast day. I like to do all of my photos by my patio doors because I just get a full range of light. Then you have to think about how your product is framed, and this is the composition. You want it to be the star of the show. So you need to make sure it's front, center, clear, and in focus. Don't clutter the background too much, but if you are adding props, they should complement the product, not steal the spotlight. And then speaking of backgrounds, you need to make sure that they are clean and simple. You can get creative, especially for the holiday photos. I'll talk more about that in a bit. But the goal is to showcase your products as clearly and as attractively as possible so the customers know exactly what they're getting. So they can see from the photos what it looks like, what the sizing looks like, what the style is. They need to know what they're getting because they won't be able to put their hands on it until they've bought it. Now, I know not everyone has access to professional cameras, and that is absolutely fine. You can take really good, high quality photos with your phone. So, there's some really easy tips to make sure that you're getting those DIY photographs perfect. First of all, I've already mentioned natural light. And I've mentioned that I set up near a window, and that works really well for me. It might not work for everyone, but if you can get into the brightest room of your house and get that natural light, you are more likely to get a good quality photo. If the sun is too harsh, if it's too bright, which I mean, I'm in the UK at the minute, harsh sun won't happen again until March. But if you are getting hard light, you can diffuse the light by using a white sheet or something in front of the window. You can even use some like white paper or anything just to diffuse the light a little bit so it's not too stark. Now, I always use a tripod because my hands are pretty shaky. And if you are going to use a tripod, it can make it a little bit easier to get a perfect picture without it being too blurred. It just keeps your phone steady. If you don't have a tripod, try some books or something like that just to keep your camera in one place. Adding props makes your photo more engaging and it makes the product really stand out. But make sure that if you are using props, that you are using props that are appropriate and that they work for your product. So, for example, if you, like myself, selling candles, make the shop cozy. Use blankets or a mug with some coffee in it and give it that warm holiday festive feel. And don't be afraid to edit your photos. Editing doesn't have to be difficult and you don't need fancy software. There is plenty of free apps out there that can help you adjust brightness, contrast, and the sharpness to make your images pop. I personally love using the Adobe Lightroom app on my phone, but any tool that allows you to tweak the basics will do the trick. These are small tweaks. It's just about slightly changing the lighting, slightly changing the brightness, but they can have such a big impact on the overall look of your photos. Okay, I said I was going to come back to it, so let's talk holiday styling. Adding that festive touch to your products can make the customers get into that holiday spirit and they can imagine your products as part of their celebrations. And there's a couple of really easy ways to do that. obviously holiday props. So look at the seasonal elements. So pine cones, fairy lights, bit of tinsel, things like that to make your product feel festive. Just remember, do not overdo it. The product, it has to be still the main focus of the photo. You can switch out your backgrounds, so make them a little bit more seasonal. Look for a cozy knit blanket and flatten that out and place your products on top of that, or use a rustic wooden surface. There are loads of backgrounds available on places like Amazon that really help you take a photo in all different ways. So you can get sort of concrete background, wooden background, pinks, reds, greens, whatever it is that's going to work for you. And they're available for really affordable prices on Amazon. Or get yourself some sheets or some blankets, whatever it is that's going to make it work for you. Now, I like to theme my photo shoots. So I have a theme for my festive period or for my season, and I buy things that are going to be props that work with that vibe. And I make it so that that theme works throughout all of my photos. The whole goal is to evoke a holiday festive feeling and help your customers imagine your products in their homes. So when you're creating your theme, remember that and bring all of those elements in together, swap things in and out until you've got the exact style you want. Okay, so you've taken the holiday photos, they all look absolutely amazing, but how are you going to use them? You need to use them effectively over all of your marketing channels. So your website, make sure that your product listings are up to date with the best images, swap them out with the festive ones so that people want to click add to cart. Consistency is key. So making sure you've got the same style and tone throughout your whole website will actually create a better shopping experience for your customers. And once you've updated your website, head over to your social media, add these new photos onto your social media, your actual feed, put them into your headers, into your banners, and make it visually all themed the same across all of your social media. You've got Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is that you're using these quality photos will stop people mid-scroll and will get them into that festive mood. Then if you do this, if you are sending them out, email marketing, use them as a gift guide, use them as the banners at the top of your emails, actually use them to grab attention so that people can really want to read through your email. They're not just going to sort of scroll past it, they're actually going to look through the entire email. And like I said, it's about that consistency. Having these photos in a theme will help your brand identity, and it will make sure that whatever platform people are on, they recognize you, your brand, and your products straight away. Okay, brilliant. Right, so let's do a quick recap. High quality photos are essential for boosting your holiday sales. Focus on the lighting, the composition, and the background, and look for that professional look. Put that theme together. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a big fancy camera. You just need natural light and a really good phone. And that can go a long way. I personally use my iPhone. I absolutely love my iPhone. And I find that the photos I can take with that, the way that I can edit the camera as well before I've taken the photos, so it actually limits my edit time and means that the photos I take in each shot are absolutely brilliant every single time. So play around with your camera a bit, have a look at the settings on your camera, and give your products the focus that they need to be shown as being absolutely beautiful. Then don't forget your props. Make sure you've got some props, you've got some nice backgrounds, you're mixing it up a bit, but keep that theme consistent across all of your marketing channels, whether that be your social media, whether it be your email marketing, your website, your Etsy, wherever you're putting it, make sure that it is consistent so that it doesn't matter where someone finds you, they know it's you every single time. I really hope that these tips give you some fresh ideas on how to take holiday product photos. If you have any questions, pop them into the comments. I will reply to you with any questions that you have. Now, before we go, I want to make sure that you are getting the right support and that you are getting all the help that you need during the festive period. So, if you are looking for more tips, more advice, more sales tips, guides, all of that sort of stuff, and a community of like-minded artisans, please come and join our Make and Sell Facebook group. It's a fantastic place to connect, share ideas, and even get more advice on everything from product photography to growing your business, to increasing sales, to building a website, to doing your marketing, absolutely everything. I'll put the link in the comments below so you can click and join us there, join the chat. Thank you so much for joining me today for this live stream, and I will see you all soon. Take care.